morning. Today I shall start microeconomics second PUC, microeconomics, and the fourth chapter. Chapter 4, the theory of firm and the perfect competition. This is the fourth chapter. It is theory of the firm and the perfect competition. Here we can come to know about the what is the firm and what is the perfect competition, and also features of perfect competition and how the price is determined, how the profit maximization can be determined under the perfect competition, both in the short term and long term. Short term and long term. First of all, we shall come to know the firm. Firm is an individual entity. It is an individual entity. Nothing but individual production unit. Because it can be undertaken, any production of a unit of any commodity, it can be produced and also sold in the market, which can earn the revenue, and also when revenue is more than the cost of production, it can possibly get the profit. When revenue is more than the cost, it can get the profit can be. But here in the individual entity, there are various things can be. It may be a firm, an industry, any individual activities can be taken. But here we have been taken how the firm can be entertained to produce the goods and services and also to get the revenue and profit under perfect competition can be. That's why we better to be go for the what is meant by perfect competition and also its features. Perfect competition. Then what is perfect competition? Perfect competition is a market situation in which the goods and services are produced of homogeneous in the market. It is called as perfect competition. Come to the perfect competition means it is the market situation. Perfect competition is the situation where goods and services large number of firms produced homogeneous products. Here, perfect competition is a situation where large number of firms. Here, large number in the sense that more number. There are more number of firms are there which can produce nothing but deal. It is deal. Deal means they can be exchanged for goods and services. They can be trade or sale. They can sell homogeneous, same kind of products. What products are produced under the perfect competition are same kind in the sense that what one firm to another firm can be produced, that kind of the product will be same under perfect competition. Such type of the firms are large in number. Here, homogeneous, for example for homogeneous products are soaps, paste, shampoo, books, pens, etc. These are same kind. So maybe have the various types of the soaps can be. It may be as Lux, it may be as Pierce, it may be as Lifebuoy. The various types of the soaps can be, but soaps are using for the same purpose, but they can be produced by the different forms. But whatever the different kinds of the soaps can be, but there is a large number of firms are producing and selling in the market would be called as. Here paste, it may be as white paste, gel paste or salt paste, whatever the types of the paste can be. They can be produced by many firms, but they are same kind and also same purpose can be. This is what soaps, paste, shampoo, books, pens. The large number of products are available. Large number of firms are producing the goods can be. But this kind of the firms or this kind of the productive units are called as perfect competitive firms can be. This is what once again what is meant by perfect competition. It is the situation where large number of firms produced homogeneous product. Such kind of the perfect competition or market is called as perfect competition, or production unit is called as perfect competition can be. Now we shall turn on to the features of perfect competition. Features of perfect competition. What are the features of perfect competition? Features of perfect competition. First feature, large number of firms. Large number of firms. Large number of firms in the sense that the type of the firms which have been come to produce the goods and services under the perfect competition are the large number. They are in large number can be. We cannot possibly we can find only few. That is no few firms. They are the large number or large number of firms. They are the large number of firms can be. I have already given an example for the paste can be, soaps can be, and many others. Even the whatever the fabric, whatever the fabric can be produced by the many number of the firms, that could be called as perfect competition. That's why whatever the types of the fabric can be produced, it may be nylon or maybe the cotton or maybe the terrycloth. The various number of firms are available to produce and also sell in the market. Such kind of the firms are called as perfect competitive firms can be. That's why they are large in number. There is no question of any few in number. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಅಧಿಕ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯ ಉದ್ಯಮಿಗಳು ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಅಧಿಕ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಹುಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಕಂಪನಿಯಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬಟ್ಟೆಗಳು ಸಿಗ್ತವೆ. ಪೆನ್ ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಟೇಷನರಿ ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ವಿವಿಧ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯ ವಿವಿಧ ಬಗೆಯಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪೆನ್ನು, ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಸಿಗ್ತವೆ, ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳು ಸಿಗ್ತವೆ. ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವನ್ನ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗೆ ತರುವಂತಹ ಫರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದಾವೆ ಅವು ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಫರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿನೇ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫೀಚರ್ ಅಮಾಂಗ್ ದಿ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್, we shall come to know the second one, homogeneous products. Homogeneous products. Homo means same. Homo means same. Here same kind of, genus kind, same kind. Same kind in the sense that it may be the color, taste, design, purpose, and many others. It may be color, it may be taste, design, purpose, and also many others are the same can be based on the production. It may be the cost, it may be price. This is what is, there are various type of the things can be possible we can produce of the same features can be. It may be as in the color, it may be same can be. Suppose the paste, you can take the color of the paste, it may be gel. All the companies products have the gel paste. All the companies can produce the white paste can be. This is what same color they can maintain to produce the goods. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಬಗೆಯ ಬಣ್ಣವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತವೆ. ಹೋಮೋಜಿನಿಯಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಬಗೆಯ ವಸ್ತುಗಳು. ಒಂದೇ ಬಗೆಯ ವಸ್ತುಗಳು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತುವನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಂಪನಿಯವರು ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಸ್ತುಗಳು ಒಂದೇ ಬಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡು ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಅವು ಕಂಪನಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬೇರೆ, ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಒಂದೇ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇದಂತೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ನಾವು ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ರಿ. Milk. The milk color is white. Milk color is white. But what the cows? Cows are maybe the buffaloes. Buffaloes. Whatever the cows are, maybe the buffaloes can give and yield the milk. They may be as color is white, but we cannot find them. We cannot find the types of the cows or types of the buffaloes to be produced or yielding. That's why milk is same milk, whether it may be cows or maybe the buffaloes, but number of cows and number of buffaloes are more can be. That's called as large number of forms, in the sense that large number of cows can be, large number of buffaloes can be. They yield the same color, same type, same design, or same quality type of the milk is nothing but as white can be. This is called as color, or maybe the taste or design, purpose, cost, price. They may be as homogeneous. Homogeneous in the sense that ಒಂದೇ ಬಗೆಯ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಬಹುಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳು ಇರ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. This is what is second feature of the perfect competition. Is right? We shall move on to the third feature. Free entry and exit. Free entry and exit. Free entry and exit in the sense that whatever the type of the firm can be enter into the firm to be start production, to start production, or maybe the stop the production. Here entry into the firm is nothing but we call as start of production. Exit of the firm is nothing but we call as stop the production. This is nothing but we call as shutdown. This is called as shutdown. Shutdown in the sense that it can come to stop the production by the firm is called as shutdown anta kariತೀವಿ. Start the production is nothing but we call as free entry. No question to be have any free. Free in the sense that it is no question of restriction. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ನಿರ್ಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲದಂಗೆ ನಿರ್ಬಂಧ ರಹಿತವಾಗಿ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆಯನ್ನ ಆರಂಭ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಯಾವುದೇ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಬರಬಹುದು, ಯಾವುದೇ ಹಳೆಯ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಬಹುದು, ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ ನೋ ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫರ್ಮ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ there is no question of any firm to be get entry into as a new and also can exit as a old one can be. This is what is third feature of the perfect competition. It can be have freedom to be get into the entry of production and also can exit. The fourth one, information is perfect. That is perfect information. Perfect information. What is this? Perfect information. ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಪಕ್ಕಾ ಮಾಹಿತಿ, ಕರಾರುವಕ್ಕಾದಂತಹ ಮಾಹಿತಿ. ಯಾರಿಗೆ? ದ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್, ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್, need, and those who are wants the product and also their taste and temperaments. Taste and temperament. This is what is. See, the information is pakka or maybe the perfect by the perfect competitive market can be. ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪಕ್ಕಾ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಯಾವ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರಬಹುದು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್, ಡಿಡಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್. ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ ವಸ್ತು, ಅದನ್ನ ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಮಾಡೋರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ನೀಡ್, ಅಗತ್ಯ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೆಂಪರಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಭಿರುಚಿ ಏನು, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಅಭಿರುಚಿ ವಸ್ತುಗಳು ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತವೆ. ವಾಟ್ ದ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೆಂಪರಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ consumers. As per that, it can be produced and also sold. The product can be. It's called as perfect information about the market, about the cost, about the taste, temperaments, and also features of the product as per the demand can be, and also the need of the people. The fourth feature. Shall move on to the fourth feature and fifth next. Demand curve. Demand curve is horizontal straight line. Demand curve is horizontal straight line. Demand horizontal straight line. From the price, it is horizontal straight line. Whatever the changes can be taking place. See, it is the horizontal straight line can be. See, the y-axis is the price and also horizontal axis is nothing but the quantity produced. But whatever the quantity is there, but demand line will be horizontally straight line, not vertical. Horizontal ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಲಂಬಾಕಾರವಾಗಿ ಸಮಾನಾಂತರವಾಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is for the horizontal axis, it is parallel to the x axis ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. For x axis it is parallel ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಸಮಾನವಾಗಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. whatever the quantity to be get produced of the O2 01 level, O2 Q level or O2 Q2 level. O2 Q1 ಇಂದ Q ಮತ್ತೆ Q2 ಎಷ್ಟರ ಇರಬಹುದು. whatever the quantity to be produced and sold in the market, but demand will be parallel because large number of firms are there. People can have a more choice. That's why, as per the large amount of choice are available or more options are available for the consumer. That's why demand for many company product, it will be horizontal to the x-axis. That is it. The demand curve will be horizontally straight line. Horizontally straight line ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. This is what fifth feature 10. Sixth feature, price taking behavior. Sixth one, price taking behavior. What is price taking? Here price taking is nothing but to be called as accepting. Price accepting. Which means as per the demand versus supply, what the price is determining as per the demand and supply in the market. What the price is fixing. It has not been fixed by the firm or maybe the producer. Producer will not firm. It means firm not fixes price. Firm will not be fixed the price. It has been fixed as per the demand and also supply. Whether it is a more of demand, less of supply, or more of supply, less of demand, the price may possibly be either increase or maybe the decrease. But as per the demand line is horizontally straight or common, that's why no question of any excess of demand or excess of supply, because of large production is there. Large number of people are possible to get producing and also bring it to the market. That's why people are enjoying with the large amount of available goods. This is what price taking behavior, in the sense that perfect competitive firms must be accept the price determined in the market as per the large amount of demand and supply. That's why it's called as price taking behavior anta kariತೀವಿ. Seventh one we shall move on. Uniform price. Seventh is, okay, we see the seventh job feature, uniform price. Uniform price in the sense that the same level of the price fixed by the market, because the firm doesn't have any chances to be fix the price. That's why uniform price has been fixed as per the demand and supply. What price is going to be fixed is nothing but to be called as uniform price can be. There is no question of any company or firm to produce and also supply the product which doesn't have or cannot be possible to get fix the price. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಯಾವುದೇ ಉದ್ದಿಮೆ ಅಥವಾ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಬೆಲೆಯನ್ನ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳು ಸಮೇತ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತವೆ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆಯೋ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ. ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ less of supply, it may be have the more price can be, or maybe the more of supply less of the demand, they can be have the less of price can be. That's why there is no question to be get either increase or decrease the price, price will be same, neutral can be. No question of either increasing or decreasing. This is called as uniform price. It means price fixed by the firm in the market determined based on the demand and supply is nothing but to be called as uniform price, or same kind of price can be. And even the eighth one, no transport cost. No transport cost. No transport cost means when the last number of firms, when the last number of firms automatically there are each and every part of the, it may be a district. Suppose ಒಂದು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಫರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಫರ್ಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ನಾವು there is a mobility of factors. There is a free mobility of the factors make the firm not to be get established in faraway places. They can be available and established everywhere. That's why no question of transport cost from one place to another place, because every places can have the firm to be get produce the product. That's why no question of transport cost to be bear by the firm can be. Next is the free mobility of factors. Here factors in the sense that factors of fraction. Factors of fraction. Free mobility in the sense that we have transport from place to place. Transport from place to place. Here factors of production can transport from place to place. There is no question of any restriction. It doesn't have any restriction. It doesn't have any restriction. That's why free mobility of factors make the no transport cost can be. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಉತ್ಪಾದನಾಂಗಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ ಉತ್ಪಾದನಾಂಗಗಳು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರದೇಶದಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ರದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಬಹುದು. ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಮೊಬಿಲಿಟಿಗೆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಸಿಗ್ತವೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಅಂಡ್ ಈವನ್ ಅ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿತ್ 10th one, no government interference. No government interference. It means no question of government interference or with the restriction. In the fixing of the price. In fixing price, no question of government to be get intervened, because large number of firms are is enough to be fixed the prices and also others can be. That's why fixing the price government doesn't have any right or maybe involvement. That's why no government interference regarding the fixing the price or demand, supply or whatever it may be. That's why government doesn't have any restriction. Here interference in the sense that ಮಧ್ಯ ಪ್ರವೇಶ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಸರ್ಕಾರದವರು ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲೇ ಹಾಕಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿರಬಹುದು, ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿರಬಹುದು, ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. This is what is how the perfect competition. Once again, perfect competition in the sense that it is a market situation in which large number of firms are producing the goods and supplying of homogeneous products is called as perfect competition. Or perfect competition is a competition where large number of firms transacting or maybe the trading homogeneous products can be. It has the various features: large number of firms, homogeneous products, free entry and exit of the firms, perfect information about the market and product, the demand curve can be. Price taking behavior, this is most important. Price taking behavior. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಸಮೇತ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. And uniform price, no transport cost, free mobility of factors, and no government interference. This is most important question. In the annual exam, for annual examination, this is most important question for 4 marks. That's why you must read very well what the features and meaning of the perfect competition and also features of perfect competition. Thank you one and all.